What's up, bumpers? Jerome here with another classic WoW Season of Mastery video. Today we've got a video chock full of interesting tips and tricks and add-ons to make your gameplay experience that much better. We've got a really powerful buffing tip for your alt characters on the same account, a bunch of really cool add-ons, like an add-on that's going to show when you're using the wrong ranks of spells, and a whole lot more. Before we get started, please click that like button, hit the subscription button, don't forget to click that notification bell, or I won't be able to keep making content like this.
You are not prepared!
The first tip I got for you is a really powerful tip if you have multiple max level characters on the same account for whatever reason, or if you have an alt on the same account as a max level character. This is really powerful, so it'll be great for leveling up in Season of Mastery and really great in TBC as well. If you have one account and then you close that account really quickly, log into the second account, you will be able to do all sorts of interactions with the first account. It will remain logged in for up to a minute. So you've got all sorts of interesting things you can do. You could put, for example, Thorns, Mark of the Wild. You could put Priest, Fortitude, for example, Spirit buffs. You can do all sorts of things to an alt account. You can even do things like damage in a party to a mob and then have your lower level character get the credit from a quest. You can do all sorts of really powerful tools with only one account, so you don't have to pay for two accounts. This is a really nice tip, especially if you end up, for example, having a Priest with your Paladin and TBC. That's super awesome because then you can just buff up the Paladin with Fortitude. You don't have to lose out on those buffs when you're boosting. Really great in Season of Mastery when you end up with a second character you're leveling, or two max level characters. Let's say you got a warrior, you could buff it with Fortitude every time you go out in the open world, or maybe you're going to do war songs. You could get a bunch of buffs from your other character and then switch back. Really nice tip. I was reminded of this from Gideon AI on YouTube. Super great if you only have one account. Next up, we've got a great tip I didn't even think of myself when I was running dungeons. This one is going to be awesome if you're doing something like the Arena BRD farm to get your Savage Gladiator chain. If you're doing any sort of dungeon, maybe Scarlet Monastery, where it's going to be a really fast turnover rate. Let's say you're doing BRD Arena, for example, and the runs only take, maybe 10-15 minutes. You can easily get done with an entire lockout in an hour, and then you don't have anything to do for the rest of the hour. One option you have, wasn't obvious to me, maybe obvious to you, is that you could, on that fifth run, do a really long run. For example, you could do a full BRD run after the 4 arena runs. This is something that pretty much everyone in the hardcore community does. It's kind of the new meta. I had never considered this before. It's a great way to be more efficient with your time. So basically the 4 and 1 method, so the 1 being a super long dungeon after the 4 really fast ones, that'll help to reset your dungeon lockouts and you'll be much more efficient with your time, especially if you really want to pump one character, get it full pre-bist out. This is the way to do it. Next, we've got a great tip if you are going to be ranking or are ranking right now. This is the tip for you. Goblin Rocket Boots can be enchanted with minor movement speed, and that's going to be really great if you're running flags or you're on offense trying to catch up to those pesky flag runners. But here's the kicker. If you enchant a pair of Goblin Rocket Boots and you have a backup pair in your inventory, that backup pair will always be destroyed first instead of the enchanted pair. It takes precedent for whatever reason. This is definitely a great tip for rankers because Goblin Rocket Boots are a difference maker in Battlegrounds. That movement speed is going to be absolutely massive. I'd be remiss in one of these videos if I didn't mention a little bit of exploration. This is going to be a really simple one, but I didn't know about it. There is a backdoor entrance to Undercity. I didn't know. I had no idea. Complete news to me. You can go out. It's basically to the left of the entrance to Undercity. There is an entire underground sewer system that gets you right in the back of Undercity in the bottom area. There's also a secret pathway out of Orgrimmar on the left side over to Ashar and Ashenvale. You may know about this one, but God, I actually did not know about either of these until maybe a year ago, and the Undercity one is brand new news to me. Really cool, especially if you're going to go gank these cities. This is definitely the preferred way to do it. The secret pathways are definitely designed for a little bit of world PvP action. I don't know why people go in the main door, especially in Undercity. This is like an unguarded pathway right into the heart of Undercity. You got a couple of guards on the way in, but overall a really secretive pathway that basically nobody seems to know about. It's time we had a little bit of an add-on discussion here because I've found 2 add-ons that are absolutely going to make your life better. The first one is insanely powerful. This will make or break your guild in Classic, Season of Mastery, and TBC. If you've ever wondered if somebody in your guild is using the wrong rank of a spell and you're going through the logs and you're not 100% sure, well, there's an add-on developed recently that's going to change all of that. It's called Rank Sentinel. Basically, it'll check all of the ranks of everyone's spells in combat, in raids, in PvE, and it'll tell you if they're using the wrong rank of a spell. This add-on is going to detect a whole lot of people in your guild using the wrong ranks of spells. It's not embarrassing either. The way the add-on works is it's going to privately DM them that they're using the wrong rank of the spells. The developer has been very, very active with it. It's a very lightweight add-on. Basically, you can enable, disable a bunch of the features with the add-on. Super lightweight, super easy to use, and it'll even let you know. For example, you're using the wrong rank of Fairy Fire, it'll let you know. So this is an add-on that's going to increase the skill level of your raid and the entire population of WoW in general. I can't recommend this add-on enough. Last but certainly not least, a really great add-on if you've been playing a lot of hardcore WoW. You may have noticed if you've been playing hardcore that it's sometimes hard to at a glance tell if someone is a hardcore player or not. Well, there's a really great add-on that's going to show the Soul of Iron on people's nameplates. So this is something that honestly might get implemented in the future by default, but it's a great temporary solution. We've had some issues in the past with people accidentally joining the wrong group, for example, and not knowing it wasn't hardcore. So this is going to definitely help with that. Definitely helps with the glance value to tell who is hardcore. Also, it will be a little bit of a solution for griefing as well. If you see somebody pulling a bunch of mobs towards you and they don't have that icon, they might be up to no good. Thanks so much for watching, but we're not done here just yet. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Talk to me about your Season of Mastery experience. Has it been fun? Has it been everything you expected? I want to know every aspect of your Season of Mastery journey so far. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to have a great day.